Hello, hi everyone, this is Shrija. Welcome to Skin Real, where I talk all things skincare. So if you like skincare related content, then make sure that you subscribe. Likewise, you can also follow me on Instagram, where I post more regularly. So today I'm actually going to talk about clogged pores. I am going to discuss the treatment part, but first I'm going to dive into the reasons as to why our pores get clogged in the first place. So starting with reason number 1, and that is squalene oxidization. A lot of people are not aware of this, but squalene with an E, which is actually found in the natural sebum of our skin, is an ingredient which is needed to keep our skin moisturized. However, it is extremely unstable, and once it oxidizes due to external factors like UV damage, it becomes extremely comedogenic, and then that tends to clog our pores. So how do you prevent this from happening? Of course, the only thing that you can do here is to prevent your squalene from oxidizing. And how you do that? By wearing sun protection and by introducing antioxidant serums into your skincare routine. I'm telling you right now, sun protection regardless is important, but I have always said this to my clients who have acne prone skin, that if you think that your pimple is going to get better by not wearing sunscreen, it's not going to happen, because your squalene is going to keep getting oxidized, and that is going to create this cycle of pimples. So if you have acne prone skin and you are skipping sunscreen, I highly recommend this, that please start wearing a sunscreen, because that is the only way you will stop your squalene from oxidizing. If you're looking for a good sunscreen, I recommend trying out Cipla Revela Light Lotion, Truderma Sunscreen Gel, Innisfree Anti-Pollution Sunscreen. I also have a lot of videos on sunscreen, so feel free to check that out. Another thing that I just spoke about was adding antioxidants to your routine. Now, how do these antioxidants work? So the thing is that the free radical, they are very unstable molecules, and antioxidants always have this pair of extra molecules, and they lend that pair of extra molecules to free radical and make them balance again. So adding an antioxidant into your routine is extremely important if you're looking to prevent free radical damage and prevent squalene oxidation. I really recommend checking out Propolis Serum by Wishtrend. It is really gentle and effective on your skin. If you're looking to add targeted treatments like vitamin C, then Martyderm Photo Age Ampules are an excellent choice, because they also work really well on your PIE and PIH. Now let's move on to the next reason for getting clogged pores, and that is, of course, dead skin cells. If you're someone who is not exfoliating enough, then of course your dead skin cells is going to get mixed with your sebum and dirt and then form that clog, and then of course you're going to get more acne. So exfoliation is actually very important if your goal is a healthy skin. Now actually most of the time people who have clear skin don't even need to exfoliate, because their skin is able to do that for themselves. Our skin is actually able to exfoliate itself. But sometimes when you have acne prone skin, you have oily skin, your level of exfoliation, your natural skin exfoliation goes for a toss, and you need to give your skin that extra help that is needed to exfoliate. So adding ingredients like BHAs, AHAs can really help. If you have extremely sensitive skin, then go for BHA, and go for a BHA face wash like Cipla Salicylic Acid face wash, or even Dr. Said's Neem and BHA treatment is a very gentle spot treatment which can also be used as a mask. These are good options for sensitive skin. If you can tolerate exfoliating acids, then go for AHAs, because in my opinion AHAs work for clogged pores as well as for acne marks, and BHAs don't do that. Like in my personal opinion, BHAs only work well for clogged pores and not that great for acne marks. Now if you can't even tolerate glycolic acid, go for something even gentler, that is lactic acid or malic acid. But remember, if you're experiencing clogged pores and you have not been exfoliating, then you might want to consider adding an exfoliator into your routine. I always prefer chemical exfoliators, because somehow physical ones are too abrasive for me. Yes, I'm aware that there are gentle physical options available in the market, but I'm just not comfortable. And especially if you have acne prone skin, there's always a chance of spreading that acne bacteria to other areas of your face. So chemical exfoliation is my personal preference. And for me personally, once or twice a week is enough. I really don't recommend exfoliating your face every other day, because it can actually irritate your skin. Now this brings me to my next point, which is exfoliation. Yes, exfoliation is important, but by over exfoliating your skin, you're making it more dehydrated. Now our skin actually can't produce water, so in response to this dehydration, it will produce more oil, and more oil definitely increases the chances of you getting clogged pores. So of course, do exfoliate, but do it in moderation. Don't go crazy, because over exfoliation can severely compromise your skin barrier, and it can take weeks or even months for you to get your healthy skin back. So please don't exfoliate every day. Stick to once or twice a week. If you are using retinoid, then you might not even use an additional exfoliator, because retinoid also increases the cellular turnover of your skin. So stick to what your skin is telling you, and don't just randomly start adding or throwing off products because someone is telling you to do so. Even like right now, if you're using a physical exfoliator that is working fine for you, please continue doing so. Just because I don't like it does not mean that the product is bad or that it will not work for you. Keep in mind that everyone has a very unique skin type, and of course you should watch these online skincare videos and everything, but take everything with a grain of salt and always put your own skin needs before anything else. Moving on to my next point, and that is of course excess oil. This is something which oily skin people are blessed with. If you have excess oil in the skin, the chances of this oil getting mixed with dirt and bacteria is very high, and this often increases your chance of clogged pores or closed comedones. So it is extremely important that you keep your oil production under check. And how will you do that? By properly hydrating your skin. I'm telling you personally, even if you have oily skin, please don't skip a moisturizer, because if you do, it will make your skin more dehydrated, and in retaliation your skin will produce more oil and you will get stuck in this cycle of clogged pores. So always use like a light gel based hydrating moisturizer to hydrate your skin. Cipla Exila moisturizer for oily skin is a good choice. Sebamed gel is a good choice for extremely oily skin. Soon Young moist emulsion is also a good choice. CeraVe PM lotion is personally one of my favorite moisturizers for oily skin types. Another thing is that this is my personal tip. I have seen huge changes in my skin by just skipping cleanser during morning. I don't use a proper cleanser during morning. I just wash my face with water, and the level of reduction in my oil production is drastic. So if you think you can adapt to this, I highly recommend you do so. Of course, if you're running out or going outdoor for cardio, you can't do this. But if you're working out indoors, try just washing your face with plain water and see how your skin reacts to it. You know, we are conditioned to believe that our face gets dirty by night, but it doesn't. You do your skincare and you go to bed. So there is no need to, strip your skin again by using a cleanser. Keep your routine very simple, and of course, sunscreen is non-negotiable even if you have oily skin. So apart from this, there is also one major factor which is the tricky one, and that's why I wanted to discuss it in the end, because it is really tricky one. Your skincare ingredients are also one of the main reasons for you getting clogged pores. Now, I'm not saying that your pores will only get clogged by comedogenic ingredients. No. Comedogenic, you need to understand that comedogenic scales are not that reliable, and this really depends upon your individual threshold level of your skin. For instance, I cannot tolerate coconut oil on my face, but in certain skincare formulas, if they are towards the end of the ingredient list, I'm perfectly fine with it. So you really can't be sure. Unfortunately, for finding the ingredients that are actually pore clogging for you, you have to rely on this method of trial and error. What I personally do is, if a product doesn't work for me, I keep it. If then I find another product that doesn't work for me, I keep it on the side, and then I tend to draw a comparison between common ingredients in these products, and that's how I do my research. After a lot of research, I actually found out that lavender oil is pore clogging for me. I cannot tolerate products with lavender oil, even though the comedogenic rating is not that high. So you have to be very mindful of what works and what doesn't for you. Even the product that is claimed to be non-comedogenic and friendly for sensitive skin can actually break you out. And there is no standard data, because we have categorized our skin into skin type, skin condition, but your skin is truly unique, and one cannot say for sure that this ingredient won't break you out, because I wish I could, but I cannot. So of course, please be very careful. Like, I'm not saying that, if you're aware that coconut oil is highly comedogenic, then go put coconut oil on your face. No, don't do that. Like, that would be stupid, because comedogenic rating can be used as guideline, but it's not a hard and fast rule. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Even non-comedogenic products can break you out. So be very mindful of what you're putting on your face, and then do your research properly. So that is all I have for you guys today. Hope you guys learned something new. And if you enjoyed watching my video, then please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I will see you next time. Bye.